Okay, so Jack, what was the first game that you ever played?
My first game was COD 4 on the PS3.
On the PS3?
I was
Okay.
8 years old playing COD. Yep.
Okay, seriously want to question how you were allowed to play COD at 8.
The same. My mum would have said no.
No, so all we had were FPS games at the time. So it was either COD 4, COD World at War, or there was this dinosaur hunting game. It's not Monster Hunter. I don't remember what it's called. I think it was Turok or something.
Huh.
That's all we had at the time.
Real question. Were you playing COD online or COD
Story.
story?
Yeah, I didn't play online.
I was about to say COD online. Multiplayer lobby at 8.
Oh, no.
Classic.
No, I was not playing online at 8, no.
Well, this isn't entirely to do with games, but since the fact that you were playing Call of Duty 4, does that mean, did you have like older siblings then that played it?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, so you're the oldest actually, okay.
My dad played it, so I
Right.
got
So
everything.
that's why I was wondering. I was like,
Yeah.
if you were playing that means, in my mind, that would mean that someone else older's playing it. You
Yeah.
played it with them.
Yeah, when my dad wasn't working, he was probably playing that.
Okay, that adds up. That makes sense.
Still
Okay.
play COD now.
Every now and then, yeah. I played Cold War.
You good at it?
Nah, there's too many toxic people in that game now.
No,
I
I don't.
didn't
I don't really play online. I've always only played COD games for the story because I find their stories interesting.
I'm playing
Like-
COD for zombies.
I never played zombies either because when I was younger,
Never played it.
when I was younger, I was scared of quite a lot of things. So zombies, I think I saw a trailer for it once, and I shit myself.
Okay.
I was that scared.
Right. So, what about you, Humphrey?
Well, I think that my first game was a Pokemon game on the Game Boy. So, I
Probably.
think it was like 4 or 5. I can't remember what Pokemon it was.
Well, it could either be Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby Sapphire, or Emerald.
Honestly, I can't remember.
Those are the only ones.
It was my first console. It was a Game Boy that I got from a flea market, and it had the game already inside, like the cartridge was inside. So
Yeah.
it just a gaming experience.
They
just
really
went from
just
there.
gave. They really just gave away a Pokemon game.
Exactly. It was just in there.
That would be worth
Life was
so
so
much
easy
now.
back then. You could just literally just get anything.
Yeah.
Life was easy back then. I want to play Pokemon now. I've got a Pokemon on the DS. I've got to at least have £40 up front. That's for the base game.
Yeah.
Say I want
The
to play.
value.
Say I want to play Heart Gold. That's like £70.
Yeah. Gosh.
I want to
Yeah.
play the GameCube version. What was it?
Sapphire.
Nah, the GameCube version.
Oh, game. Oh.
Poke XD.
Yeah.
That's £150.
The
Yeah,
question
it's
is, right,
impossible.
I'm not a Pokemon player, right? But I don't know what is the hype about it.
I can't explain it.
What is it that?
I
It's
don't-
part of a child.
I
think-
just- I don't know.
The main thing is the monster catching aspect of
Yeah.
it, and just the amount of variety, the designs.
Legendaries. You get to run around catching Pokemon, catching animals, forcing them to fight, and then becoming the very best.
Pretty much.
And the online aspect of it
That too.
was like revolutionary, I guess.
So how do you lot
things
know,
were-
like, let's just say you lot started playing. How would you know if that's the best one?
What?
There's no like, there's nothing that tells you it's the best. How do you know if that's like the best one?
Google.
You just
Pretty much. You should legit
You just-
Google it now.
literally-
Yeah, you just go off the internet, really.
Mm.
It's...
I mean, back then you basically just caught what looks cool,
Yeah.
evolved into what looks even better, and then just ran with that.
Yeah.
And then if it didn't work,
You just
didn't work.
switch
You
up.
just you switch up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you played the new Pokemon on Switch?
Which one?
Sword or Shield?
Finished Sword.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Brilliant Diamond, whatever the new one is.
Shining Pearl,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Diamond
Arceus
Pearl
just looks like
remix.
Arceus just looks like a Breath of the Wild map, Monster Hunter aspect, and you're just running around.
Yeah.
But it looks like a PS2 game.
That too.
Time. Yeah.
Right, what's your main games now?
We've not said what our first games are.
Oh,
Actually, no. What's yours, Daryl? I mean,
At first, I did say Pokemon on the DS. Then I remembered I was playing PS2 before that.
okay.
It was probably like Lego Indiana Jones or something like that,
Oh.
or the Burnout Collection.
Okay.
I remember that.
I had that on... I had Lego Indiana Jones on my PSP, I think.
Mm.
I I had Lego Star Wars on both PS3 and PSP.
I
Don't
had
know why, but
I had the Lego Star Wars collection on the DS. Like all of them. I really enjoyed that game. Actually. So
Did you not play Bully on PS2?
no, I
Nah,
didn't.
that game, Bully was.
That was a
I
different.
don't know that.
Bully,
game.
Bully was actually a really good game. Basically, take GTA and put it in the school.
Pretty much.
No.
Yeah.
So
I've watched playthroughs of it, but I've never been able to
I've
play
never
it
even
myself.
heard of it before.
It was
today.
literally my GTA alternative as a kid.
Wow, I'd never actually heard of it before today. So what was your first game, Cairo?
Yeah, what I remember, I don't know if it was my first, but it was the earliest one was Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
on GameCube, if it was on GameCube. I just remember it was Spider-Man. But apart from that, it was...
What do you remember about it?
I think it was just crawling through the vents. That's probably like the only scene I remember. But there was the other one. I think it was called Gangster on PSP.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I need to double check it, right? But that was basically about you do like gang related stuff, right? And then you'd be versus someone else, like another group doing it. I think I don't remember correctly, but that was on PSP.
Hmm.
And then yeah, that's all my first games.
Well, my first game was Pokemon Emerald on the Game Boy. It was on a Game Boy Advance. It's my sister's. She just gave it to me, so I just played it on that. And then it was PS2. I had Final Fantasy 12, and then I had the Wii. And I think the first game I had, well, obviously like Wii Sports. I think the first proper game I had was Sonic and the Secret Rings. The most, like, had the dodgiest controls out of like all the Sonic games,
Mm,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah. So, how would you say your, like, the way you played games as a child, how would you say that it's changed? Would you say, because we all play more story-driven, like, story-centric games, whereas it seems as a child, well, you play Call of Duty, that is story-centric as well still, but it seems as a child we did
You
play...
didn't really care about the story.
Yeah, it was more about the gameplay rather
Mm.
than the story,
Yeah.
and I guess emotionally that was just more captivating for us because
Mm.
we wouldn't really relate to the stories that the games
That's-
really...
I think that is the reason why Pokemon became so popular in
Yeah.
the first place, or why you'd play it as a kid.
Yeah, it was...
Because you didn't. Pokemon doesn't really have a story per
yeah,
se.
you just go from one place
Yeah,
to the
you go
other.
from one place to the other, just doing the same thing over and
Yeah.
over again.
But it's
You've
like
got to try and counter, obviously. But yeah,
Mm.
that's probably why it was so just good as a
Yeah.
kid.
it's just got a strong core like gameplay loop
Mm.
and it's easy to remember and it's captivating.
And all these years later, and they still haven't changed it.
Still haven't changed it, yeah. Because it's tried and true and it evidently
It
still
sells,
works.
it
and
works.
It sells, yes. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they
Whereas-
tried fighting games and other stuff, but they always
They-
revert back to
They
normal.
they do seem to experiment more
Mm.
with their like spin-offs.
Mm.
I've never really played any of the spin-offs.
No, neither have I.
Except for like Poker Park 2.
I
Except
think I played Pokemon Ranger.
Funny thing though, when I was young, I used to have really bad motion sickness, and the camera movement in that game would actually trigger it. So
Yeah, that's why I can't play VR games.
I'd just throw up. But that's the thing. It wasn't even VR. I was just watching.
No,
Yeah, just
I
sitting on
can't
the
play
TV.
VR games because I
Really?
just can't play VR games.
Yeah. So
Like, I'll be playing it for about half an hour, and then I'll just have to turn it off because if I keep going, I'm going to throw up.
Have you not
Yeah.
tried the Quest? The second one.
I'm not sure. I know I've got one of the... I think I've got the Oculus Rift. I'm not too sure which one I've got.
I'd say give the Quest a try. It's actually really good.
What is that type of headset?
Yeah, so
Oh, that's
Just the VR headset by itself. It doesn't connect to computer unless you want it to.
Oh no, that's mine one doesn't connect to a computer.
yeah.
It's
So that's
wireless.
probably the
What's the
Quest
graphics
then.
like? Because obviously it's not plugged into a PC. Because
You
apparently I heard
can
it's
still
not
do
like-
that,
Oh right, okay.
but you can also just open it up, put the headset on,
Yeah.
go into any room you want, and then just play
Does
the
it
games
work?
that's on it.
Yeah, because I've got HTC Vive, so I was
What's
just
the
wondering
price?
how that was.
Yeah,
But they're still like 300 and something pounds.
yeah. They're not cheap.
Yeah, literally I got mine on
Yeah.
Black Friday for like 400.
Yeah, 'cause HTC Vive. That's
That's super expensive, so I was
pricey,
lucky
yeah.
to get it for like 400.
yeah.
So what's your lot's top? What do you lot say? You lot play games in like what is your main VR games then? Because not all games are VR, no? Or you can play
Nah,
them.
not all games are VR.
What's
Some.
like the best VR one?
Oh.
That is a tricky question. I don't really play a lot of VR.
Because I know
No.
Skyrim can be played in VR.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't played it on VR, but I know it's on there.
You can do it. I just haven't done it. I played when I had my VR. I played what was it? Walking Dead. That was really good.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
And then Beat Saber, go-to one.
Oh,
Oh, that-
yeah.
That was so annoying.
It's that one game
Played
called
that. Is it as
Blood
hard
and
as it looks?
Sorceress or something.
Huh.
I wanted to
I
play
think-
that.
Yeah,
but I
that's so
didn't
good.
get around.
I really like that.
I know.
Blades and Sorcery.
Yeah,
I want to play.
the
I wanna
mods
play
you can
that.
get, that just.
I know you can do Resident Evil 7 in VR. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Why would you
to
want
do
to?
that. Yeah.
I don't see
Why
why.
would you play a
Why?
horror game in VR?
Yeah.
I watched a YouTube video, Five Nights at Freddy's. I had to take the headset off, put it down, go and do something else, and then come back and be like, okay, let's give this another go, because that ain't it.
No, no. Why would you do that unless you're literally just not bothered at all by anything horror wise?
Mm.
Like, I'm not afraid. I will go and watch a horror movie for fun,
So.
but that right there, that's too far.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's is another example of like a game that is more gameplay over the story, because the story on the surface level is very simple.
I haven't played it. I have no idea what the story is like. I just know that
I've
you.
just played it out once.
I only played it because of that hype.
I used to play it when I was young, like on the phone and tablet and stuff.
That was literally my first experience with the game.
Yeah.
My first experience with it was YouTube,
Yeah.
and I just
yeah,
got
did.
bored.
Yeah, a lot of mainstream YouTubers were playing them when I started playing them from the tablet, I think.
Yeah. So I played like, yeah, I used to. I wouldn't. Like I played all of them, but I was never really like into the story. It was a game that was like fun to get good at and kind of
Yeah.
exploit. Yeah. So like getting good at it was like nice, and it was quite easy to get good at the games. Really.
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing with games. The
Yeah.
sense of achievement. Is
Yeah,
what
and there was a
keeps on like bringing you back as
sense
well.
of achievement in it.
Mm.
Yeah. So I guess because I remember in FNAF 2, there was like some animatronics would only come on like one side, so it was always really easy to like exploit and survive
Yeah.
really easily. And I guess as a child, just the security of knowing that I'd never die made the game better for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, I know I won't lose. That makes me feel good.
Hmm.
I guess I didn't like to lose as a child. Really, I
You
was
never
quite
do when you're
competitive.
young.
Yeah, it's true. My sisters always hated playing games against me, so I always hated losing. So like whenever we played like Mario Kart or something, I always just ended up getting really good, just to prevent the possibility of me losing.
Hmm.
That was just the way I was. I was just very competitive.
What you would play when she's out, just to get up edge.
Yeah, I just I just practice, just to get the upper hand.
If you lot could pick one game you lot were the best at, like just the best, like hands down, what would you say?
For me, it would be Mario Kart. I got seriously good at that.
Right.
Yeah.
Not even old, like any game up until like now.
Pokemon's probably my more recent one. I actually got really good at that
Nah,
recently.
I stopped playing that for now. It got long. I'd have to say. Oh,
Probably say fighter games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
like
Tekken and all that.
Tekken, Naruto.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, I used to be. Oh, man.
note to self, don't play anyone here on that. It would have to be Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario Kart's it's the go-to one. It's just simple.
Mm.
Hmm.
What about you?
I don't really play that many online games.
Oh,
One
yeah.
I got really good at recently was Attack on Titan 2.
Oh,
I can
Interesting.
finish that. That's actually really good.
I've completed the game like 3-4 times, and depending obviously what difficulty you're on, it's either a complete cakewalk.
Mm.
There's a little bit of challenge until you get like better gear, or it's really challenging. Like the Titans will just grab you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
One time I was playing on normal difficulty, and I swear I went past the guy, and then he literally just went like that in front of him.
Just gravitated into his hand.
No, I'd already gone past it.
Oh,
And he just went, and I've just teleported into his hand.
yeah. But that's what I meant. Like you just kind of.
Yeah,
logic.
yeah, game logic, exactly. It was the amount of times my stuff would break just because I'm hitting the exact same limb over and over again, trying to get this like material from it.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about your
I thought you
PC
meant
parts.
controllers.
Yeah.
Who's broken a controller here?
No.
I've never broken.
That's
I can't-
good, that's
I
good.
I go. I'm like, you know what? Let me just.
I can't afford
Yeah.
that.
It's just it's no point.
Although I am very competitive, I always stay very calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not me. Oh,
I've never
my
broken a controller, right? But like I don't like whack my controller or anything.
Yeah.
But after a certain amount of times, because I was on Xbox One,
Mm.
the bumpers started coming off, and I have no idea why. It's literally
That's
it's like
probably just from you.
came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been close to breaking a controller. It's like I'm close enough to just throw at the TV, and then right before I go to let it go, I'm like,
If I'm gonna throw a controller,
yeah,
I
controller
throw
costs
it on my
£50.
bed.
TV costs X.
TV costs like £300-400.
Yeah.
I ain't got that.
Do you know what
Oh,
it is as well? Once you leave that space,
yeah.
even for at least like 5 minutes, you're fine.
Yeah.
Or you're a lot calmer. You're like, okay.
Yeah, just walk it off and
Yeah,
come back.
you're calm.
Mm.
I
Or play something else.
back
For a
on
little
Just
bit.
rage quit.
back
Yeah.
on like games we're good at. I can speed run like Dark Souls
No
and
way.
stuff.
man.
Yeah.
We're like
I've
the
tried
complete
Dark
opposite.
Souls.
Jeez, I can
Which
choose
one's
one
the
that
easiest
game.
Boss guide help.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
What the hell?
Whole
is
entire
happening?
walkthrough while I'm playing the game.
See I only speed run Dark Souls 1. I could probably do Dark Souls 3 as well.
What was
but
your best boss for Dark Souls 3?
What?
Like the one you enjoyed the most?
that I enjoyed the most. I like Dark Eater Madir because I find
I don't know who that is.
that's from the DLC.
Oh.
He's known as one of the toughest bosses in the game, but I just find his moveset really predictable. So once, like the first time you do the boss, he's difficult, yeah. But then I feel like every other time he's not that hard. He just does a lot of damage. He has a lot of
Yeah.
health. That's it. He's just a damage sponge. Aside from that, he's got very predictable attacks.
Is it just me or on Dark Souls 2? Wait, who else has played Dark Souls 2?
Well,
I tried it.
Right.
I've not got to Dark Souls. I'm just gonna jump into Demon Souls.
Oh yeah. That,
I have tried all 3 Dark Souls games, and I haven't been able to finish them.
It was that. You know, in the I think it's Iron Keep was on
Yeah.
the fire before the. What's his name?
Smelter Demon? No.
Is that the? Is
The
that
Old
the,
Iron King.
What one's the boss that you have to pass to go through?
There's loads of those.
In the Iron Keep, there's 2. There's a fire one that like you're on this little platform with a little pot of lava behind you, and the platform's like tiny, and he has like a laser beam of just fire.
Oh, that's the old. I'm pretty sure he's called the Old Iron King.
What's the one before him? On the way to him, in that room on the right.
That's the Smelter Demon.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the
That's
gigantic
got like
sword.
12
He's
hours
got
on
like a
that
hole
guy.
in his face.
Yeah. Because this
Yeah.
guy is crazy. Like, you know when
That
you
is a
think
nasty boss fight,
when you
yeah.
think he's simple to fight, right? It's just the timings. Like you think he's gonna hit, but it's so delayed, it catches you off like
Catches
every
you
single
out,
time.
Yeah.
Like he'll wait there for like 3-4 seconds, and you think, okay, he's gonna come now. You dodge, and he's
Mm.
waiting another second, and then he hits you. It's fuck.
Each game poses different challenges though. Like I think Dark Souls 1's areas are like disgustingly brutal, whereas the bosses in general aren't too hard. Personally, like there are tough ones in there, definitely, but whereas Dark Souls 3's bosses, and also it's the style of gameplay as well.
Hmm.
With Dark Souls 1, it's really dependent on your loadout. Like, if you've got a strong loadout, you can just run in there and destroy a boss. Whereas with Dark Souls 3, you have to be skillful, you have to be good at dodging, you have to manage your stamina well,
Yeah.
and you have to find the windows of when to attack. You can't just run in there and
Yeah.
win. Whereas with Dark Souls 1, yeah, you can. Obviously, you still have to be able to like dodge and stuff, but I feel like it gets to a point where you can just kind of run in and just kind of tank
Yeah.
the damage that even the bosses deal,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, because as I said, I've tried mainly 1 and 3, but I just couldn't
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
I got to a certain point where I just went, no more. I'd end up breaking something if I kept playing. So I just stopped and I haven't picked it back up.
Speaking of breaking, what about Sekiro?
I've
I
tried
like
it.
I like Sekiro.
I haven't finished it.
See,
It's one of those things where like I've installed it, I've played it for a bit, but then something else comes out or there's something else
one of those,
that I
yeah.
want to play more, and so I just uninstall it quick.
Sekiro is an entirely different beast. The it's based around parrying and
Yeah.
riposting and
So
stuff.
you have to be really good at
Yeah,
parrying.
it's really rewarding once you get it right, and it looks
Yeah.
super good as well.
Where did I get to? I think I got to like a bridge where there's a bunch of spear guys.
Oh god, I think I know where there's
And
like
I-
a mini boss there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
know
could
where you are.
never beat that mini boss.
Yeah, that's a really tough one. That's a really scummy
I think it
area.
was just after you go into the past for the first time.
Yeah. Go
And so-
to Hirata Estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you fight the drunken guy with the giant
Stressful
sword.
game.
It is. I feel like all the
Was it before
mainly
that Long
from
Spear?
software games are very just one of those stressful kind of games where you have to have a certain amount of skill and patience for it.
Ghost of Tsushima equivalent.
I want to try that.
I finished it. I've played it and I've finished it.
Ghost
I
of
haven't played it yet.
Tsushima, I do like, but I have a problem with the camera in that game. I feel like
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Like, all
cam-
the horses and everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
because the feeling that they were going for is they wanted it to have a more like intimate feeling for the story moments. But when you're in combat, it's kind of
It can get
doesn't-
really annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, because like someone's from behind you can like sneak up quite easily.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like I get
And I think
I get full of the ghost stance,
yeah,
and then out of nowhere I just lose it all because someone
Yeah.
came behind me and attacked while I'm in the middle of like a combo, so I can't like stop it.
so like yeah, the camera angle it serves its purpose for the story really well. It makes
Yeah.
some nice like intimate scenes.
Oh yeah,
it looks gorgeous.
It's an absolutely gorgeous
But
game.
for the combat, it's not that great. I had the same problem with God of War as well. Like the camera just hangs over Kratos' right shoulder, and it's really close. And obviously, they do have like the arrow that kind of
Yeah.
tells you that projectiles and stuff are coming from
Yeah,
behind.
so you have enough time to like dodge out of the way or turn
Yeah.
around and block.
But still, it's like a little bit vague for my
Yeah.
liking. So I found it. I didn't, I didn't find the combat hard or anything. But I just found it a bit annoying. you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it would have been nice because, like in the old God of War games, it was like quite far back. You could see everything, and you just hack and slashed and destroyed everything. Really.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed God of War there. I loved it.
Oh
It
yeah,
was a
it's
great
an
game.
amazing game, and again, it's a very gorgeous game as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a very intimate game.
That's
I
what you
think.
get for specifically Sony games now. They're all just, or PlayStation games in general. I mean, they're just so well crafted.
Yeah.
PlayStation do it best.
Yeah. They do.
What does everyone have here first?
I'm a PC player.
PC and anything else?
No, just PC, but I'll have a controller, so I just slide that on.
I have a PC and a PS4 Pro and a Switch.
Not bad.
I have a PC, PS4, Switch, and a few Nintendo DSs and 3DSs.
Well, yeah, we're talking all the consoles I've got. I'm not even going to bother.
I mean, you could name all the consoles.
Wii, PS2,
Yeah, I've got.
PS1.
Yeah, I've got my Game Boy still, my DS, 3DS. Got the Wii U still.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought I had a lot.
We
Well,
have a
PC is
Dreamcast
enough.
actually.
PC isn't enough. You got emulators. But I've got
True.
what? Pretty sure there's an Atari in my house.
What's
Mm.
that?
That's
Yeah, that's an
like
old
That's a classic.
console.
2600. we've got.
I can't remember.
Oh.
But there's an Atari in my house. PS1, PS2, two PS3s,
Mm.
PS4, PS5.
that electricity bill.
Switch, Nintendo Wii.
Was your whole family gamers?
No, it's just me.
Yeah.
PC, DS, Game Boy Advance.
Jesus Christ.
There's probably more. At some point, I had a 360,
Yeah.
but I was like, I don't need that anymore.
We have a Dreamcast.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Do you mean me specifically, or just my house?
Yes,
House, we'll start off with my stuff. PC, Switch, 3DS, PS4, Xbox One X. I think that's it. That's in my room. And then there's my brother's, so a PS5 and a PS4 Pro.
Mm.
And another Switch.
Yeah. So, as a child, like, how long would you be able to play games for? Like, in a day?
I
Like,
could
Oh,
do nothing the
definitely allowed.
entire day. Just turn it on.
yeah.
Get to the home screen. All right, off. Like what?
No, that's now.
That's-
That's me now.
Now I can probably play like, I don't know, I usually play like 15, 16 hours. Or like 14, I'd say average.
A week.
Or a day.
A day.
I would say
Yeah,
the same.
if I don't have work.
That was
Really?
Yeah, that was me very similarly, especially over like the holidays. I'd just get up and play and
Oh,
then
the
go
holidays
to bed.
just long though.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's game. Like I play RuneScape right now.
Okay.
So it's like I have to kind of put in the time.
Yeah, you've got to put in the
I
time
can't
for that
not
game.
put in the time. Plus, I don't know the game that well in it. So
So you're actually the opposite. So as a child, you didn't play that much.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
My first story mode game ever was Sekiro that I played like a couple months
Wow.
ago.
Wow.
Wow, that's
hell.
a
That's
that's
what I'm saying. I
a
wasn't
rough-
into. I used to just play
That's a
multiplayer games, and then I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to have to rely on other people for me to win games because if
Yeah.
I'm doing good and I lose because of my man,
yeah.
what am I meant to do? Like I've done, you know what I mean? So I was like, let me just take a step back, play some story mode games.
Mm. So what about you, Humphrey?
Wait, what's the question?
As a child, how long would you be able to play games for?
My mum will just cut the brakes if it goes past like 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's a time where you sneak the DS or the Game Boy into your bedroom under
Yeah.
the blankets and stuff, Mario Kart and stuff like that. But like,
Oh gosh.
yeah, my
Kart
mum would
and
try to
DS.
like minimize it because she doesn't want me to be exposed to the screen for too long.
Mm.
I mean, obviously that didn't work out too well because here I am. But yeah, I mean, I tried playing as much as I can because obviously it gave me a sense of enjoyment.
Yeah.
It gave me something to do. It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What about you, Jack?
Well, I didn't really play much when I was younger. I didn't really get, as I said, well, I played COD at 8, but after that, it was basically just like an on-off thing
Okay.
until I was like 13
Mm.
or 14, one of the two. I don't exactly remember because I started playing Skyrim
Yeah.
on the 360, and then since then I've been playing for just about like 12 maybe more hours a day.
Yeah.
What class are you in Skyrim?
I mix. It depends. Depends what I feel like. If I ever like start a new character, it's just like, do I want to completely destroy my enemies with magic, or do I want to be boring and use a sword?
Mm.
I thought you were gonna say stealth archer.
You don't have time.
Oh no, I don't stealth archer
look
unless
back-
I know specifically what I'm doing. Like if I want to do Thieves Guild first, then probably.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I don't play. I have time to play games. I just don't feel like it. I work in the CEX, the
Yeah.
one of the stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in there, and I get to test consoles on a regular. I've played like 7 PS5s, like a bunch of Series X's.
Mm.
Yeah.
I get to play so many games that when I go home, I can't be bothered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, okay, I actually do want to play this game. But when I get into it, it's like
Yeah.
a good 8 hours later. I was playing Destiny 2 for 8 hours.
Mm.
So
And I was just sitting in a beanbag, controlling my hand, food on the table to the side. Like, I had the
Yeah.
full setup going. Yeah.
So what about as a child then?
As a child, I could go like 4 hours until my
that's
mum
great.
had to intervene.
That's
Yeah.
a whole sesh.
That was the same because as a child I was quite a busy person still actually. So it would probably be in like in the evening I'd go on for like quite a while. Yeah, probably like, and then probably like a few hours. I think the longest I ever went as a child, I remember, was probably like 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah.
You had nice parents. That 8-hour threshold would not have been hit.
It's probably because my mum wasn't watching actually at the time.
When
to
they
be
forget
honest.
about you and just stay quiet.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
she probably
Filmed the
just
toilet
like went
section,
upstairs.
everything.
Yeah, so I just stayed downstairs, played games for like 8 hours.
No, I think I got to the point where my mom would walk in and be like, "Come off the completely incorrect console." She called a PlayStation and a Nintendo. I'm just like,
Everything's a
yeah,
Nintendo.
everything's a Nintendo in her eyes. I'm like, crying out
Yeah,
loud.
it's
a
either
PS5.
everything's a Nintendo, everything's a PlayStation, or everything's an Xbox.
PlayStation X.
I see
Christ.
for my mum,
Oh,
it was just
you get off your
Get off your
PlayStation
PlayStation X.
360 already.
my mum barely knows consoles, so she'd probably just be like, get off whatever you're playing on. Yeah,
You know, what's the worst?
She-
Every minute, pause the game. I can't pause the game.
I
It's
can't
online.
post the online game for crying out loud.
Oh yeah.
Would you want me to do freeze time? I don't think so.
I mean, yeah. So like, yeah, I guess because of like our responsibilities, because I don't play as much now as I used to, because just, you know, we're just not. It's also the expectations. We're not really expected to. We're expected to obviously come to university, go to work. So if you're seen like playing video games for like hours on end,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're kind of just seen as like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're seen as lazy. You, know
You
that.
clearly got too much
Yeah.
free time.
Yeah.
Would you ever try
Yeah.
to start YouTube or something with your games?
Oh, I started that, it felt long.
Twitch.
You tried Twitch, bro.
I did try a bit of Twitch, but if I did upload to YouTube, it was just like 30-second clips that I
Oh, yeah.
found funny, and I recorded on my Xbox.
Yeah.
Huh.
Um,
Well, time's up anyways. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap up this podcast. It's been fun.
yeah.
Episode
Cool.
2, same time next week.
Adios.